this was an ad completely made at home in my hall with all my limited resources. Yes, because of lockdown, all my equipment are stuck in my Kochi PG, and I have no other option than to create this whole ad with my limited resource. Yes, this was made at my home with one CFL, one broomstick, and one chart paper. So hi everyone, I'm Ebin Philip and welcome to my channel. So in this video I showed you a small ad made for Kellogg's Chocos. So I'll be breaking down the steps that I did for shooting this whole ad. Okay, so a big shout out to Daniel Schiffer. This is a recreation of his video about how he created a commercial for one of a cereal brand. So I just recreated the whole video with the Chocos thing. When I first saw that video, I personally thought that I should also make something like that. So it's an inspired video, but the only difference here is Daniel Schiffer used his advanced level of equipment for shooting his ad, and I didn't have any equipment as of now, so I had to shoot with all the limited resource I had at my home. But I personally love the whole process. So let's begin. So the first shot that you saw was a stop motion. It was actually shot in a tabletop with a small yellow chart paper and the camera on top of it, and I just had one CFL. So it's a CFL that was left over after the Christmas decoration. So I just had one CFL and the holder. So I just lit up with that CFL and I arranged each cereals or the Chocos one by one and shot it one by one, and I stitched it in the Premiere Pro for the stop motion. So this is the second shot now. This second shot, what Daniel Schiffer had done is that he digged a hole beneath the his cereal box and placed some equipment, and he rotated with some motor. But in our case, we don't have any motor, we don't have any equipment for that. So what I did another stop motion. Yes, the same thing I repeated here, but for that let me break down the whole process what I did here. See, what I did was I placed a yellow background for that. Yellow background is as usual the yellow chart paper. The other thing what I have to do is to separate the background from the product. So what I did, I don't have any extra light, so what I did, I just switched on the torch of my phone and keep beneath this cereal box, and for lighting at front, what I did, I just used the CFL on top of it, and to avoid the spill of the light, I just covered the whole light with a black pouch of my mic. Okay, so it's very limited resource that I had. Even my tripod which I'm using was a basic tripod which was there, which I haven't used for a while. Okay, so what I did, I can't touch my camera for clicking each time the stop motion. So what I did, I connected my camera to my phone with the Wi-Fi, and I control the camera with my phone to click each photos. So that's how I have to rotate the cereal box and click one by one, and I stitched that on Premiere Pro. So after that I had to do the masking because I don't have a big chart paper to cover the whole wall, so I had a limited area, so I had to mask the area, and then at post-production I had to stitch the background as well. So that was the second shot. Let's go to the third shot. So the third shot was an opening shot of the cereal box. So what I have done is just a top shot of opening it, and I had just masked it and placed it over on top of the Chocos box, so it feels as if it's been opening from the center. So that's how I've done it, and just added few animation to it in post-production. Well, a lot of you might be thinking like it's a kind of advanced level of editing. Yes, it's a bit intermediate to advanced level of editing. If you find anything a bit harder, just let me know in the comment section what technique you didn't understand. I will make a different tutorial of how I did that. Okay, so it's an overview video, so I won't be able to just tell you each and every process that I have done in depth. So it's just an overview. Okay, so we are done with the third shot. Now it is the fourth shot. So in the fourth shot, it is the most time-taking shot and the most hardest shot of all the shot I have shot for this small ad. So in this shot, it's a depiction of how the cereal pops out when the box is thrown upward. So what I have done is I just stick a broomstick handle to it, and I just attached it with masking tape. So what Daniel Schiffer has done is he had attached a light stick or a light stand to it, and he just rotated it. But I didn't have that thing. As I already told, all my equipments are there in my PG, so I didn't had the access to it. So what I have done, I just pasted that broomstick to it, and I just rotated before a green screen. So in post-production, what I have to do is just apply the chroma key to the shot, and the background will be cleared. But the problem I faced here was the color of chocos is yellow, and the green screen I had is of a parrot yellow color. So when I applied the chroma key, some color of the chocos was kind of altered. So I had no other option than to do masking for this as well. So I just masked the box. So the masking was a bit trickier because there was some movement involved, so it was time taking. So anyway, I had to do it. I did it. The next thing that I had to do is to throw the serials upward so that it comes out in that way. The way you see is something what I did like this. So I had to sit down beneath the green screen and throw the serials upward, and I had to capture that in 120 frame FPS, and then I had to remove the green screen by applying chroma key, and I had to place on top of it. So it's like 2 layers of that serial throw on top of the main box, and I just changed the background as well. So this is how the fourth shot was shot. It was a bit time taking process, but I just enjoyed the whole process. Okay, so let's go to the next shot. Now the next shot is a filler shot where I have to throw the serials to the plate. Okay, so I have to open the top part of the cereal box, and I have to pour it to the plate. So I just took a close-up shot of this and a top mount shot of the cereals falling into the plate. Both shots are a steady shot, and I just animated it in the post-production. The next shot is a close-up shot of the cereals where milk has been poured onto the cereals, and how it feels as if we just want to just eat it. So since it's a cereal, it's a eatery, we have to make people feel as if they want to eat it. So we have to make it more luring. So I just took some close-up shots of that cereal and the milk pouring on top of it. So that was the whole breakdown of the all shots that I have used for making the small ad. Big thank you to Daniel Schiffer for that amazing video. If you haven't watched, you can check the link in the description. So that was it. This whole process was of like 10 shots, 10 seconds, but the whole process took me like 3 to 4 days, and I just loved this whole process. I hope you guys loved the whole thing, the breakdown session. So if you feel like I should make more videos like this, do let me know in the comment section. Even I personally love this kind of video, and I'm thinking like introducing more videos like this, because it's lockdown, I'm not able to travel. So I'm thinking like sharing my filmmaking knowledge and editing tips, and like testing, experimenting something like this was kind of really interesting for me. So I hope you guys loved this video. Please give it a like, and yes, do share it with your friends, and yes, do like here. I took so much effort to make this video, so it really makes me happy. And yes, if you haven't, or you are watching this channel for the very first time, do subscribe. So I'm Ebin. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.